performance so far.
So, Shannon Sharp, last night, David Price from Baseball U, Vanderbilt University, came up big and erased many of the doubts about him up in Red Sox Nation. But now I have to flip allegiance because Friday night here in Los Angeles, Walker Buehler from Baseball U, Vanderbilt University, is going to start for the Dodgers. So I'll be rooting for the Dodgers because Vanderbilt University players are everywhere in NFL, NBA, baseball. They just dominate.
It's about time David Price was due for one of these.
He was.
Remember what he did in Tampa? Remember what he did early in Boston? He was awful. So he was due for a start like this. This is over. I said this before. I just couldn't pick the Red Sox because I'm a Yankees fan. But I had no illusions to think the Dodgers were going to win. They just have too much hitting. J.D. Martinez can't get out. Mookie Betts, they can't get him out. Benintendi is catching everything they hit that's not over the green monster. It's ridiculous.
Well, wait until Walker Buehler gets a hold of that lineup because he's going to shut it down.
Oh, I like that. Yeah. I hope you're right. I want the Dodgers.
How you get two last names? Walker Buehler.
That's not a bad.
It's one of those Southern names.
It's very fitting.
It's definitely Southern.
Let's go back to the NFL. The Browns offense, they have struggled big time. In their overtime loss to the Bucs last week, they didn't score a point on offense until the third quarter, and then they couldn't get a first down in overtime. The loss prompted Hue Jackson to say he will be more involved with the offense. Baker Mayfield responded to that yesterday. Let's hear what he said.
I think a lot of things are said post-game, emotionally, but I think the thing around here is we don't need to reinvent the wheel. We need to perfect our craft. You look at the good teams around the league, they work hard at what they do, and they become very, very good at it. We have what we have. We don't need to try and change too much. We just need to get better at what we're doing. There's no secret recipe for success besides working your ass off for what you have.
Shannon, what do those comments tell you?
It's saying that, look, guys, there's no reason to panic. Baker Mayfield started 4 games. 3 of those games have been 3 points. 3 of them's going to overtime. So what are we panicking for? We're fine. I mean, we scored 40 points, we lose. We scored 23, they kick a field goal, we lose. What are we panicking for? The only game they were blown out was the Chargers. And Baker's also saying subtly, Hugh, last year you had control of offense. You were 0-16. The year before that, you had control of offense. You were 1-15. Nah, we need you to stay right there where you are. But Hugh understands, Skip. Hugh's like, hold on, wait a minute. If I need to have some because I believe it's going to take somewhere between 8-9 games for Hugh to keep this job. And Hugh said, like, you know what, if I'm going to go down, let me go down, with my hands on the wheel. And not somebody else controlling my own destiny. But I agree with Baker. What are we panicking for after the last second field goal? Because we got the ball first. That was a fumble. Derek Carr fumbled the ball. The guy scooped it up. It should have been a touchdown, and the Browns should have won this game. So I agree with Baker Mayfield. I don't agree with Baker very often, but in this situation, I do. There's no reason to panic. They're not getting blown out. The games are close. You're doing a good job overseeing the team. Let Todd Haley continue to do what he's doing.
Do you realize what a powerful statement you just said and Baker just said between the lines of what he was saying? He said, no, Hugh, this is between the lines. He's saying, no, you just keep doing what you do because the guy who's calling my plays is doing just fine. That's powerful.
True.
That's really drawing a line because I'm pretty sure Baker is closer to the new GM, John Dorsey, than he is to the old head coach, Hue Jackson. And I'm pretty sure that John Dorsey has dropped a hint or two that maybe we'll go in a different direction at some point at head coach. And I think that's coming. And I think Hugh is flailing and fighting, and I've always supported Hugh, but I didn't love the way he, in my view, mishandled the quarterback competition during training camp that was for all to view on Hard Knocks. And all of a sudden, he had 2 star coordinators, Greg Williams, Todd Haley, who were sort of taking over Hard Knocks.
Both have been head coaches.
Both have been head coaches. You don't think you're threatened? And now Hugh, when he grabs the mic, he's trying to seize the day. This is my football team, and I'm in charge, and I have final say on everything. And now he's indicating he's going to take back over the offense. I don't think it would be a good idea for the reasons you just said. Although Hugh's had stints as a coordinator in Cincinnati and at USC, where he was really good at it. Oakland, yeah. I mean, he was the head coach for a while.
But here's the thing, though, Skip. What Baker's saying is be patient. Baker has that luxury. Baker has a fully guaranteed contract. We know he's going to be there for at least 4 years. They're probably going to pick up his option. Guess who doesn't have another 4 years to be patient? Hue Jackson. Hue Jackson says, I need to get wins. This closeness does not count. This is not a grenade throwing horseshoes, or I'm not slow dancing in the 8th grade. So closeness has nothing to do with whether or not I'm going to be able to hold on to this job. So I get what Baker says, and I agree with Baker. Hue, we saw what you did when you had control. 1-31. Let Todd Haley keep this thing. But Hugh is saying, Baker, I can't be patient. My boss wants to see wins. He wants to see we moved up to get you. We got talent around you. Defense is playing. Defense is still playing at a high levels. Now, one game we saw him against the Chargers. We were like, what happened to the defense? But all in all, they've been very solid. I get what Hugh's saying, but Baker's absolutely right in this situation.
How many times do you see a new GM come in and stick with the old head coach for longevity? It just doesn't happen. Usually you'll give him a shot, and usually you're not quite on the same page, and you go a different direction.
I want my dog. I want my guy. I want my dog in the house.
Yeah. So I'm pretty sure John Dorsey will go in a new direction, not during this year, but next year. And I feel bad for Hugh because he's a good football coach. He has not proven that much in Cleveland, and I hope he gets another shot somewhere else.
Well, dang, Skip, how many shots you want him to get?
You know what? I think he's the classic. He's a better coordinator than a head coach.
You took the words right out of my mouth. Some guys are like that. Wade Phillips. Wade was head coach at Buffalo. He was head coach in Denver. He was head coach at Dallas. I don't think he was head coach in San Diego, but he was head coach at a lot of different places.
He was.
But he's a better defensive coordinator. And maybe that's the same case with Norv Turner. Maybe Norv Turner is just a better OC than he is HC.
No doubt.
And that's okay.
And that is also the case with the current Dallas Cowboy head coach, the 8-8 Jason Garrett.
So.
Yeah.
But when your dad owned the team, you get to be whatever you want to be.
Quotes around.
Yeah. I mean, Jason Garrett Jones.
No, he is. No, he is another son.
Yeah.
To a fault.
Steven's like, he got to get him up out of there.
Yeah.
Steven say he's trying to cut into the inheritance.
Yeah.
Not yet.
That's true.
Not
That
yet.
is true. I would agree.
All right, we are going from Baker Mayfield to Aaron Rodgers because he is a huge underdog on Sunday, and that's not something we say often. Mark Schlereth is here next.